Hey guys, what's going on? Matt, back with a video. Nah. Alright, restart. Hey guys, it's Matt. We are back today, and 7.1 patch notes came out 7 hours ago. Now, I have looked through them and I've watched a couple of the other content creators who have already put it up on their stuff, and it looks like a pretty decent patch note. We did get an AA buff, which we will cover, but I'm just gonna do one take. If I mess up on my wording, I'm not going to cut it out. It's just one take, one go. Here we go. All right, 7.1. All right, so we have a new map coming out, Sleeping Giant. Tier 6 to Tier 10 battle. So I'm guessing it'll be the fact that it's Tier 6. This might be a little bit of a smaller map. Now, if you guys don't know what Sleeping Giant looks like, here we go. This is what it looks like. So it's going to be in some kind of way like this kind of map. Now, the map on PC is quite a bit bigger, but if it's tier 6, I think it'll be pretty well sized. All right. Advanced collection book pages. So it looks like German Z destroyers, Lippert Moss, Z-23, Z-31, Z-44, Z-46. All right. I really like these collection books that they're starting to do. And I'm sure a lot of you will just be able to collect these. There's a special title here for Milestone 1, which is Sentinel. If Sentinel is a purple tag, I might actually run it because I like the name Sentinel. But the other two, I don't know what they look like. Required ships, yep. Elbing, 52 and 44. So I think I have Lebert Moss, Z46, Z52, and Z44. I don't think I have anything else. But that's something that you guys can work on, or they're just trying to keep the collection books pages alive. The 2023 Chronicle. Required ships: Cherbourg, Pobeda, Shimanto, Hawk, Ignacio Allende, Nebraska, and Rodney. All right, so there's only two of those that are premium. So you should be able to just grind this out and just get the tech trees. Now, I'm not sure if you have to have the tech trees in your port, or you just have to have them researched. Because I know I have Hawk researched, I have Allende researched, I don't have Shimamonto, but I have most of those. So we will have to see whenever they update it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure this patch goes live tomorrow. I think it's like Wednesday at some point. Daily login rewards update. So yet again, we are updating the login rewards. April, set sail toward rewards this April. Sail through this month and mark your calendars for the 24th day since you logged in. You'll get the Tier 4 Premium Cruiser Yabari. Now, to each his own, but I do not play Tier 4. May, chart a course for greatness. Wow, you actually get a legend or a epic commander? Taman Yamaguchi. I'm not sure I have him. Alright, we have some new portraits. Oh my goodness. So I like the Halsey portrait. The Halsey portrait looks nice. These two are decent. I think that's the legendary commander. This guy looks like a guy from Instagram who acts like he's a cowboy, but all he does is like put grease on his hand whenever he's working on fence post or something. I don't like this too much, but maybe someone will run it. This one is also interesting. Yeah, just more portraits as usual. New frames. I do like this one. Ooh, this is the German Z destroyers. I might actually have to get this. This portrait looks pretty clean. The other ones do as well. The American one, I like that tag. Title icons. Those are still pretty cool. More stuff. All right, new Techline editions. So we are going to get the Spanish cruisers, starting from Tier 1 all the way up to. Wait, where's the Tier 10? Future Techline releases. Oh, so they're only releasing up to Tier. Wait, so it's Tier 3, Tier 5, Tier 7, Tier 9. So they're doing odds and evens? That is so weird. Why would they be doing that? Anyways, the whole entire line's gimmick is a burst fire mechanic where they fire, I'm not sure if it's going to be 3 salvos or 2 salvos, but you basically trade DPM for burst fire, which is 2 to 3 or even 4 salvos in quick succession. And then your reload goes on a extended cooldown, which it is a pretty cool feature. I'm not sure why they're doing odds and evens. Not sure. European Tier 6 Cruiser Ellie, okay. I don't know what the Ellie is. I could be pronouncing that totally wrong. California is I believe it's a premium Colorado. Isn't that West Virginia? I'm not sure what California is. I do know that she sunk and then they picked her back up off the bottom of the ocean and fixed her back up. So California is a real ship. Pretty cool background on it. Tier 9 to Sergi. Oh crap, dude. I see my favorite ship that's gonna be popping up down there. I can't look at it. According to the Japanese Navy new development plans. Alright, so this is basically a theoretical ship. So it might be a key without an extra main gun. I'm thinking that's what it is to gain speed. And Jaeger is it's supposed to be a torpedo focused boat. I'm pretty sure they have a picture. Alright. Now, if you guys know Red Gaming Dino, he has been asking and asking and asking Wargaming, or he at least has made it well known, that his favorite ship of all time will be Sherman. And like his is Sherman, mine is the Tier 10 Premium Cruiser USS Salem. This is by far, I think it might be one of the best ships in the game because it's just going to be a Des Moines with probably a Goliath Superheel if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure. Basically, Salem and Des Moines are the same cruiser, but Salem gives up the utility, aka the radar, for a better heel. So I think it'll be a very, very good ship. I'll probably get it as soon as it comes out. Probably the only thing I'm gonna get. But we've been waiting for this ship since I don't even know how long. It should have come out like year 2 or year 3 of Blitz, but it's finally here. Can't be mad. It's gonna be amazing. All right. The Tier A Japanese limited cruiser Black Shimamoto. A large light cruiser with powerful utility. So I'm guessing they'll probably give Black Shimamoto spotter plane? If I had to guess, I'm not 100% sure. Cool, that's coming to the game. Now this one's interesting. Black Christopher Colombo is a Tier 9 limited battleship. You're going to make it a Tier 9 Wargaming. You're going to make a Black Cristoforo Colombo at Tier 9. Now, I'm hoping that this is just a error and it's not actually going to be a Tier 9. Because Lord have mercy, if this is just a copy-paste Colombo at a tier lower, there's going to be words said. I know that much. But if it's tier 10, all the merrier. I'm guessing it might have secondary overload by what it's saying. The ship carried 16 381 millimeter guns with strong secondary reload. So it might have like a higher reload on the main guns, but lower reload on the secondaries. Alright, now here we have the camos. I'm guessing these are the special camos for the new Spanish cruisers. They look nice. Man, they look long. I don't know if that's like because of the bow or what, but man, they look long. Ooh, the California Freedom camo. Alright, now if Wargaming does watch this video, please make a camo like this for Des Moines. Just one. Or even Salem. Salem or Des Moines in this, and it will sell. Trust me, it's an amazing looking camo. You could even make one of these for Worcester, Montana, or something like that. Even like all the heavy cruisers, I think. Sergi. Yeah, so it looks like a key. Man, okay, so that looks like a lot of superstructure compared to everything else. That looks like the superstructure is super tall. So if this hitbox is right, this thing is going to get absolutely smashed by HE and AP. There's Jaeger. So Jaeger has 2 torpedo tubes. It'll probably come with torpedo reload. If it's supposed to be a torp ship, or it's... I'm not sure what its gimmick is. It is European, so it'll probably have fast torpedoes. And maybe a radar? And then here's Salem. Halloween camo. That is interesting. I'm not too big of a fan of the camo, but I'm not sure what the values are of it, but it's just a Des Moines, so we'll have to see what the values are on it. And Halt. It's another Weeb camo. I'm not even gonna pay any attention to Weebs or any of the camos. Ooh, the black golden looks good. Now, I don't know how many people are gonna get this on their GK or their black GK, but I will say the Shimamoto looks clean. Black and gold look amazing. I do like how they put I'm pretty sure that's a bald eagle on a Japanese bow. A Japanese cruiser bow. And a German bow. But it does look cool. I will say that. Alright, new epic commanders coming to the game. Lena, Colcosity, Chio. Depending on what Chio is, Chio might be decent because it has Mistweaver and Exploit Weakness. So it'll probably be able to farm pretty well. Marco Mazzarazzi, I'm guessing that is going to be the Italian legendary commander. Preheating, well, he doesn't have SAT Plus, so maybe not. That's the one big thing that all Italian commanders need is SAT Plus. Alvaro Cortez looks decent. Okay. Alright, new Blitz Squad Edition. Introducing Lena, the latest addition to our Blitz Squad. With her unparalleled commander skills and unwavering determination, Lena brings a fresh dynamic to the team. Prepare to unleash her alongside Anhalt and her unique camouflage and aim towards victory. Hmm. So I'm guessing Lena is just the the German commander. Another German epic commander. We have quite a few of those. Blitz Pass update visual enhancements and multi-selection rewards. Visual update. Okay, so maybe you were getting some kind of graphic update. Milestones are now taking center stage, so you can clearly see which are locked and showcase position. Once unlocked, milestones seamlessly transition from the showcase position. Hold on, what? Milestone levels will also be highlighted as you scroll past the showcase. So are they just showing how the graphics have updated over the year? I'm not sure what that means. Tell me down in the comments. Special reward showcase. Claim all functionality. This might be interesting. The existing claim all function has been updated for improved functionality. After clicking claim all, you will first receive all the normal rewards, then the multi-section rewards will be presented one by one. So you can choose whichever you prefer. Additional information. Hmm. I'm glad that they're updating all this stuff, guys, but the biggest thing I'm seeing as I'm scanning through all this is they are the limited the limit of ship slots have been increased from 600 to 700, and they're adding an extra button. So whenever you sell a premium, you have to just press another button. That way you don't accidentally sell it. And then we are also getting, instead of a bot update where they fix the movement, which is very much needed, sometime in the near future, they're adding bot nations. So instead of Japanese and American, how it used to be, they are adding UK, German, Soviet, Pan-Asian, French, Pan-American, European, Dutch, and Italian Techline ships across all tiers. So that means, DD players, that there is a chance that you run into a bot Venezia that absolutely blaps you for all your HP. I do like that they are updating the bots. but there's more that needs to be done instead of just updating the bots. There needs to be movement updates because they move like some unrealistic ships I've never ever seen. All right, bug fixes. Fixed an issue where certain ship accessories were missing to ensure that all ship accessories are now correctly displayed and accessible. Okay. Resolved a localization error in the elite bonus selection pop-ups to ensure that players receive accurate information and make an informed decision regarding their elite bonuses. Okay. I do like that. That might actually help a lot of people. All right. Corrected the ship ensign of the. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. So, um, I do like this. They are starting to fix more bugs, which is very much needed. This game does have a decent amount of bugs in it. There are two, however, that I think need to be addressed with the most, and I'm not sure how easy they are to do, but it's just what I hear from the community. So, the top two next bug fixes, if Valk or someone else is watching this, are iOS crashes because there seems to be a lot of iOS crashes. I have a lot of friends that run iOS and their game just crashes out of nowhere. Even some people on Android. This game crashes more than any other game I've ever played. Now, granted, I recently upgraded my iPad and got a newer one, and I have had no problems. But I know other people who have bought iPads and iPhones alike, and they still have a lot of problems with the game crashing, where it'll crash two or three times in the span of 2 hours. And in the middle of games, not even at the beginning or the end, which is typically, if it's going to happen, that's when you want it to happen. So that's one bug. And the other bug is sometimes when I log into the game, it requires me to log back in, and there's this CAPTCHA bug where you can't. So sometimes I can't get into my account for an hour or so because there's this CAPTCHA bug and you can't see the CAPTCHA or the CAPTCHA doesn't pop up, but it says that you need to put in a CAPTCHA. So there's some kind of bug there that also needs to be fixed and just, help the overall part of it. Maybe possibly fix island hitboxes. That's also a pretty big one that I've seen on live stream. All right, that's enough for bug fixes, but there are certain bugs that still need to be fixed, but it's nice to see that they are still fixing stuff. Unlike they fixed the turd bug not too many patches ago. They fixed a lot of stuff recently, which is making the game way more fun to play. All right, ship changes and balancing. Optimize the hitboxes of the following warships to better match their models, enhancing accuracy and realism. So I'm not sure what's going on with the Shikishima, but maybe that actually helps it. Now, this is actually about to make Petropavlovsk busted if they do it how I'm thinking they're going to do it. So, if you can imagine Petropavlovsk, maybe I can find a picture of it and put it on the screen. Maybe not. But from the bows to the center of the ship, it's like a triangle almost. So it's like halfway up in the superstructure, and all the way along the bow, it's like a triangle, and that's the hitbox. It's like a very obtuse triangle. So you can hit above the guns, not very far, but you can hit above the guns, and you'll get full pens. So I think that they're gonna, try to make it a little bit more flat and how it's supposed to be. And if that's so, Petro might even become even more tankier, which will be crazy in competitive scene. Now I'm not sure what they're doing with Goliath. I've played it. Maybe the hitbox is just too big and it's getting hit for too much. I'm not sure. Legendary equipment. All right, here we go. Good and Lu. So you get an extra airstrike, and it's reduced by 20% reload time. Ooh, and bomb damage is reduced by 5%. That's an interesting one. Ooh, I wonder what spot that comes in. That might actually help Gudenlu quite a bit. Manfred von Richthofen, increase speed of everything. Wow, by 5%. Now, depending on what spot this is, it could vary because I know there are a lot of people who like um, fighter mod and also the um, what's it called? Reload time of the planes. I forgot what it is. So I would like to know what the CV guys would also say about that. German Tier 10 destroyer Elbing. Now I'm pretty sure that this comes in slot 1. And basically this reduces your firing range from 11 kilometers to 10 kilometers, from what I understand. But it also reduces your reload by a second. So you have like roughly 4 to 5 second reload on Elbing. You have 10-kilometer range. So there is a trade-off there. I am kind of wondering if it is good. We will have to see. Adamante Grau is finally getting a buff, guys. The absolute crap of a ship. The combat instructions have been decreased from 60 to 40 hits. Now that is huge. I'm not sure if I don't think it'll make the ship insane, but I think it'll make it more balanced than it was. So that is very good to see, a very much needed buff to Grau. FR25 just got a main battery reload decrease from 5.8 to 5 seconds. I don't think you guys realize how big this is. FR25 before this update is an absolute crap of a boat. It's kind of a meme to most people in the community. So 5.8 to 5 seconds, that's pretty big percentage on just the main gun. So we will have to see if this really does help the FR25. I really do think it will. I don't think it's still going to be a top tier destroyer at tier 7. I think there's other destroyers that are better, but this is a much needed buff to FR25 that is at the moment a meme. All right, anti-aircraft changes. And if you guys can see, if you look on the left, American, 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 American. And they are all buffs, guys. They are all buffs. So, thanks to some people that I know on Discord, they were able to get me some of these screenshots. Well, they created these on ChatGPT, if I'm not mistaken, were these tables where they show the percentage change. Now, I will say this. If you can see, New Orleans is getting a 50% buff. Black New Orleans is getting 50% buff. There's a lot of these ships that are getting huge buffs. But here's the catch. If I go back over here to patch notes, it's all small caliber AA damage. What does this mean? Well, let me go over here to Blitz real quick and I'll show you. Small caliber AA is very, very important to note here. Now, they did not increase the range of AA, but let me go over here to some of the American cruisers. Now, keep in mind, Des Moines only got a 1 to 2% buff. It's like a 6 damage increase, so it's not that big. Here, I'm pretty sure I can delete these two. All right, well, let's add this to the list and add this to the list. Now, I want to show you guys something. I'm going to scroll down here to AA. Now, the damage on small caliber AA is very, very good. The damage on large caliber AA is very, very good as well. Now, just look at the ranges of large caliber AA range and large caliber AA range of Buffalo. Very similar. But here's the catch. When you look at the small caliber AA range, Des Moines has 3 kilometers and Buffalo has 1.8 kilometers. Now, this is what I mean. The CV is still going to be able to strike you. You are just going to be shooting down more planes after they strike you. Now, it's still a good buff. Like, you're getting a 50% buff to some ships on their small caliber AA, which is much needed. I'm pretty sure it's on things like the Kansas, which I do not have unlocked. So I'll just pop it in here and we'll go look at the AA. So yet again, small caliber AA range is 1.8 kilometers. Most of the Americans are 1.8 kilometers. So I'm not sure, what is the small caliber? Yep, 1.8 again. So when we look at things like this, it's all small caliber AA. So all it's going to do, it's still going to matter. This is a much needed buff, but as you can see, 44% increase in small caliber AA damage. This is huge. This is absolutely much needed for a lot of these ships. And as you can see, the only thing that got a nerf was Independence, a tier 7. Most of these are incredible buffs, especially to most of the battleships. And some of the cruisers, not all the cruisers. But as you can see here, it's good, but all it's going to do is help you knock down planes. This is not game breaking. But yeah, that's most, like as you can see here, Worcester got a small buff, a 6% buff to the small caliber AA. Now Worcester's, it's going to matter. It's really going to matter because Worcester also has, I think it's like 3.5 kilometer range. This thing has like the best small caliber AA range in the game. Yeah, 3.15. Wait. Yeah, so it's slightly better than Des Moines. Uh-oh, I'm getting an invite. I got to shut down the game. All right. So that's mostly about what the AA is. It's still a really good buff. Thank you, Wargaming. It was much, much needed. But I need you guys to understand it's small caliber AA. And on most ships, it's 1.8. So you're going to be knocking down more planes, but not much else. User interface changes. So keep in mind, this is what's next. This is not this patch. This is an upcoming patch. We're committed to enhancing your experience by making the game more intuitive and user-friendly. We're focused on improving the readability and clarity of the game, of the in-game text, and modernizing the overall UI. Now, if you guys do remember, we had a UI change, I want to say a year and a half, 2 years ago now. It may have been a little bit further back, but it was a much needed change because our controls were starting to look pretty old. I still think that our controls are good. I hope they don't change it too much, or they make it, if they make it customizable, if they make the user interface customizable, I think that will be a very good step forward for this game. I know some people are going to be insane and switch the controls around, but to each his own. Player surveys. All right, so we're excited to announce that we're rolling out player surveys. This will provide you with a direct channel to share your valuable feedback with our team. Your input is crucial in helping us understand your preferences and priorities, so we can make informed adjustments to various aspects of the game. By participating in these surveys, you'll have a direct impact on shaping the future of the game, ensuring that your voice is heard and your concerns are addressed. We'll share more information on how to participate in upcoming surveys soon. All right. Now, this is going to be a very, very hot take, as some would say. Now, I think player surveys are very much needed because if surveys were not there and they had no idea what our opinions were, we would have never got the AA buff that we just got. We would have never had some of these other buffs that we just got or some of the nerfs that have happened to CVs. So, player surveys are very much important. Now, let's look at this from Wargaming's perspective. You're going to have people from Rage and also other people who are 70 plus win rate, 80 plus win rate players where they're going to be giving extremely good feedback. But the problem is Wargaming is not going to know this. So they are going to have to try to figure out between 30 and 40% win rate players and 60 to 70% win rate players. And what are good takes and what are bad takes. So player surveys are good and your voice will be heard. But whenever everyone else's voice is also being heard at the same time, your voice is not heard as loud as it probably should be if you are in the right. So it's going to be kind of hard for Wargaming to kind of figure this out. I don't know how good they're going to be, but I do hope that player surveys do end up being good. I just have a bad feeling about it. Upcoming collaborations. So this is the last part of the whole entire patch note. Get ready for exciting collaborations with movies, anime, and games as we expand our universe to include our popular media. Beginning in Update 7.1, you will be invited to partake in a unique crossover event, offering exclusive rewards inspired by beloved franchises. So, yet another collaboration. We just did one with Tank Splits, I believe, in the middle of last year. And I'm not sure how successful that was, but obviously it must have worked because they're continuing to do more collaborations and try to get more people to play. Now, I think I did miss one thing. Let me go back and try and find it. Yes, battle IDs, right here in the center. Battle IDs will now be displayed on battle results pages. The information will be visible at the end of each battle except in PvE game modes. So what does this mean? This means that not only your name anymore, because you can change your name, they are now putting your battle ID, which means your player ID. That means whoever you get in a battle with, they can just search you up and they can find you. So this is going to be a new level of stat shaming. A new level of stat shaming. But this is also going to help us catch cheaters. Because I don't know about you guys, but I've seen 2 or 3 in the past couple weeks where they've been glitching around and they move right before your shot and you're like, okay, well, you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And then later on in the battle they come back or you're still fighting and they keep on doing it consistently and you're like, okay, they're cheating. I need to report them. This is going to help you do that. So I do like how they're starting to add battle IDs, which is very much needed. So that is 7.1 overall, a pretty good patch. I'm hoping that this is the last needed AA buff. I'm guessing that it's still going to be a need, but I think that this will suffice. And I hope we get back to more ship balancing and get to see more ships come out. Man, I am going to love the ship. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to my rant about update 7.1 patch notes. And if you guys liked the video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you guys later.